If you're over 60, let me ask you something quietly and honestly. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt just a little unsteady? Or noticed your steps growing shorter on the stairs? Or a bit more hesitation stepping off a curb? In my 38 years as a geriatric physician, these tiny changes often appear long before anyone gets diagnosed with osteoporosis. I don't say that to worry you. I say it because they are the body's gentle way of whispering, I need just a little more support. The encouraging part is this. Your bones are still capable of responding. Even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, bone tissue continues to remodel. It continues to repair. It continues to strengthen when we give it the right tools. And today, I'd like to walk you through 12 simple foods that many of my patients have quietly benefited from. These aren't exotic superfoods or anything expensive. In fact, most are humble, everyday ingredients many people stopped eating years ago. Yet research and clinical experience suggest these small additions can make a meaningful difference. Not overnight, not dramatically, but gradually and gently, which is usually the safest way for older adults. Let me share a story about a patient of mine. I'll call her Ellen. She's 72. About 2 years ago, she came to my clinic concerned not about pain, but about small changes she couldn't quite explain. She told me, "Dr. Harris, I feel like I'm losing a bit of trust in my legs." She wasn't falling. She wasn't even stumbling. She simply felt less certain, especially on uneven ground. Like many older adults, she took a daily calcium pill. She walked every morning. She tried to eat well. But her bone density continued to decline despite her efforts. And after reviewing her diet, labs, and lifestyle, what we realized was that the issue wasn't that she lacked calcium. It was that her body wasn't doing much with the calcium she was giving it. And that's something I see all the time. The older body becomes less efficient at absorbing, transporting, and activating calcium. It's almost as if the mailbox is full of letters, but the mail truck never comes to pick them up. In Ellen's case, the breakthrough came not from adding more supplements, but from choosing foods that improved the way her body absorbed minerals. Once she incorporated a few fermented foods, some magnesium-rich nuts, leafy greens, and gentle natural calcium sources that her body recognized more easily, things began to shift. 6 months later, she wasn't just seeing better numbers on a bone scan. She was telling me, "I feel steadier walking down the driveway. I don't hold the railing quite as tightly." And that's the change many older adults really want. Not a perfect scan, but confidence, comfort, a sense of stability moving through the world. So let's go through what I've learned over the years, what many of my patients have quietly benefited from, and what research from the past few years continues to support. The first realization is that more calcium doesn't automatically mean better bones. Bones need calcium, yes, but they also need vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K to activate and transport that calcium. Without these, the calcium you consume behaves more like a letter without a stamp, present, but not going anywhere useful. Second, the gut and the bones are far more connected than we ever imagined. Studies from 2023 and 2024 show that gut bacteria play a significant role in calcium absorption. When the gut environment becomes sluggish, which is a common part of aging, mineral absorption slows down. This is one reason fermented foods like yogurt and kefir often deliver better results than supplements for older adults. Third, large single-dose calcium pills often don't absorb well. A 2024 Mayo Clinic review highlighted that spreading calcium intake across meals leads to far better use by the body. Bones prefer small, regular deposits, not one heavy package that's difficult to process. Fourth, we now understand that low-grade inflammation interferes with bone remodeling. Foods rich in antioxidants help calm this process, allowing bones to repair more efficiently. With these principles in mind, let's walk through 12 foods, gentle, safe, research-supported, that can help support bone strength after 60. Let's begin with sweet potatoes. This is a food almost everyone enjoys, and for good reason. Sweet potatoes provide potassium, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Most seniors don't realize that inflammation, even in mild forms, can interfere with the way bones recycle old tissue and build new structure. A few servings of sweet potato each week, baked, roasted, or mashed, can help calm that inflammation and support a more stable mineral environment. If you're taking potassium-sparing medications, speak with your doctor first. Next, chia seeds. Chia offers plant-based calcium, omega-3 fats, and trace minerals in a slow-release form. Just 1 tablespoon mixed into yogurt, oatmeal, or kefir is enough for most older adults. Chia absorbs water, so drink an extra glass with it to avoid discomfort. Over time, chia can help provide steady daily mineral support that bones appreciate. Third, almonds. Almonds are rich in magnesium, which is the mineral that activates calcium. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't do its job. A handful of almonds, around 10 or 12, makes a wonderful afternoon snack. If you're watching calories or blood sugar, keep portions moderate. Fourth, eggs. Eggs provide vitamin D and high-quality protein. Vitamin D helps pull calcium into bone tissue, while protein supports the scaffolding inside the bones. Most older adults do well with 1 egg a day, unless advised otherwise due to cholesterol management. Fifth, spinach. Spinach is rich in vitamin K, which activates the proteins responsible for transporting calcium directly into bone. Many seniors don't realize this activation step slows with age. A cup of spinach a few times a week, whether in soups, omelets, salads, or smoothies, can help restore this pathway. If you take blood thinners, keep your vitamin K intake consistent rather than increasing suddenly. Sixth, calcium-rich foods. These include leafy greens, tofu, fortified milk, and certain legumes. What matters most for older adults isn't quantity, but consistency. A small daily source supports steadier mineral flow than a large dose once in a while. Seventh, high-absorption calcium sources. These are foods whose calcium is easier for the body to use, especially after 60 when absorption naturally slows. To improve uptake, pair with vitamin D-rich foods and avoid combining with very high oxalate ingredients like beet greens or large amounts of spinach in the same meal. Eighth, kefir. I often call this one of the most underrated foods for bone health. Kefir is a fermented milk drink loaded with probiotics, which dramatically improve your body's ability to absorb and transport minerals. Just half a cup of unsweetened kefir in the morning or evening can support both digestion and bone health. Many patients report smoother digestion and better regularity within days. Ninth, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt provides high-quality protein, natural calcium, and live probiotics. This combination strengthens bones while also supporting the muscles that keep you balanced and steady. A small bowl each day works beautifully. For those sensitive to lactose, low lactose or lactose-free versions work just as well. 10th, sardines with bones. I know this food isn't everyone's favorite, but nutritionally it's remarkable. Sardines provide the most absorbable form of natural calcium available in food, along with vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. This trio is extremely effective for supporting bone remodeling. 1 small can once or twice a week, ideally low sodium, is often enough to make a difference over time. 11th, prunes, or dried plums. A 2022 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that just a few prunes a day helped improve bone turnover markers in older women. Prunes contain boron, potassium, and antioxidants that support bone remodeling. Start with 1 or 2 a day and increase gradually to avoid bloating. Many patients enjoy them as a gentle afternoon snack. 12th, seaweed, especially varieties like wakame or dulse. Seaweed provides natural calcium, magnesium, iodine, and other trace minerals. A small sprinkle on soups, eggs, or rice can help support mineral balance. If you have thyroid concerns, speak with your doctor first because seaweed contains iodine. Otherwise, it's a wonderful, mineral-rich addition to an aging diet. Now let me offer a simple experiment, one that many of my patients enjoy because it's gentle, safe, and doesn't promise dramatic results. I call it the 2x2 bone support trial. For the next 7 to 14 days, pick any 2 foods from this list of 12 and include them twice per day in small portions. That might be Greek yogurt in the morning with chia seeds and sweet potatoes at dinner. or kefir in the evening and a few prunes during the day. After a week or two, simply observe. Do you feel steadier rising from a chair? Are the stairs a bit easier? Does your morning stiffness ease even slightly? Not every person will feel a change, and that's absolutely all right. This experiment is about awareness, not expectations. And if you do notice a small shift, mention it to your doctor the next time you see them. Before we wrap up, let me offer a few simple, realistic meal ideas. A cup of Greek yogurt with chia seeds and a handful of berries makes a nourishing breakfast. A spinach omelet is an excellent way to start the day. A sweet potato bowl with vegetables and a source of protein works well for lunch. Sardines on whole grain toast with lemon and herbs can be surprisingly delicious. A small cup of unsweetened kefir in the evening supports digestion and bone health. And 2 or 3 prunes can make a gentle, fiber-rich snack. As always, please check with your own doctor before adding new supplements, increasing calcium-rich foods, or making significant dietary changes, especially if you take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, thyroid disease, blood thinning, or bone health. Your physician understands your medical history and knows what's safest for you. Let me close with this. Your body has not stopped trying to heal. Even now, your bones are quietly remaking themselves. They are responding to every small supportive choice you make. A spoonful of chia, a cup of yogurt, a serving of spinach. These gentle steps add up. And over time, they can help you feel more confident, more stable, and more secure in your movements. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was today. I read every single one, and I look forward to hearing your story. If this video brought you clarity or comfort today, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next gentle guide. Your support helps more older adults receive the information they deserve.